Okay, here you can see I've got the masking completed. I don't know if you shouldn't be able to see it, but I've used this clear Scotch packing tape. It was covered over the whole chin bar, everywhere, and then just some regular masking tape. I masked off the area that I would need to put the bracket, and the next part of this will be to build it up with the JB Weld putty, and we'll form it from there. Here you can see where I've applied the JB Weld. It came in a little putty stick. You had to knead it up, and I put that JB Weld putty. I kind of formed a block to fit into that area that I masked off. This stuff really stinks bad. It smells like crap, and it's real hot, but it's setting up really fast. After this dries, I'm gonna get a full 24 hours to dry, and then the tape will just rip off, and the putty should be the same shape as the helmet. Remember, this helmet was curved. This putty hopefully, I got it pushed down hard enough when I was pushing it on there to form it on there, that it'll take the shape. As you can see, I have the form blank here, and this surface here came out really great. It's an exact duplication of the surface of the Shoei helmet. I'm going to take this grinder and I'm going to go right down these edges where this masking tape was, square it off. Okay, as you can see, we're getting there. This is the overall dimensional shape of it after about 20 minutes of grinding with a belt sander. I still got to do my profile, my angular profile. I don't know if you can see that red line there. What that'll do is when I have this thing on the helmet, that'll get the camera closer to being horizontal with the ground. That'll buy me a little more room than what the GoPro bracket will give me. So far it's turned out pretty good. This stuff is like a rock. It's hard, and I was worried about breaking it with the heat and sanding and it all, but so far it's holding pretty good. Hopefully when I get this taper made, it won't break in half, or I have to start from scratch. It won't look like that when I'm done. It'll be nice and flat across. Basically, this side here is done. The shine you see is a tape that I got to sand off. It's that postal tape that was protecting the helmet finish. Well, as you can see, I've got what I think is a final product. It turned out pretty good. We dropped it and grabbed it with a pair of pliers and actually put a little chip in the edge. I don't know if you can see it there or not. I'm going to take some JB Weld and use it like Bondo or spot putty and fix that. If you look at the side profile, I'll try to get it here, you can see the shape of it. That turned out excellent. And as you can see, a little line right there, I hope you can see that. That was the original block that I made. And when I put it up to my helmet, we needed more standout. We still needed more of a wedge. So I added some extra material and shaped it off. When I did that, I drilled some holes through the original, and I used the two-part JB Weld, and I built a little box, and I had it at a level, poured it in, and some air bubbles formed where the two-part mixture came all the way through. I did that so it would be tied into the original piece, even though the stuff does stick pretty good. Well, here it is in all its glory, and that's how it will sit on the helmet. As you can see, I've had to add, I talked about this before, you can see the original part of the mold and what I've added. And this back side matches this contour. It's hard to see, it's black and shiny. And it will go on there, if I can get it to stay, something like that. Of course, I'm going to paint the whole thing black. I'm going to use the 3M VHB tape on this side. That's the same tape that GoPro uses for their mounts. I'll stick it on here, then I'll stick it on the helmet. And then I will probably glue the I'll probably take the tape off the back of the GoPro mount and just glue the mount to this. That should be pretty secure. This wedge was determined. I sat on my bike and my wife held the GoPro up and made sure that when I was riding in a normal position that the GoPro would be horizontal with the road. I'm still going to test that angle, and if I have to make adjustments I can add to this or I can remove from it. Okay, I run into a slight issue. Everything was working good, but I actually got my mount maybe a 1/16 to an 1/8 of an inch higher than what I originally planned. On the helmet, there's this, the vent for the mouth, the chin bar vent, has this little lip for you to use your finger to catch it on. And when I try to detach the GoPro J-hook, try to get a hold of it here, it's hitting the little lip, which is no big deal. I'm going to take my Dremel and just trim that lip off. I'll still be able to operate the vent. I usually keep it open 99.9% of the time anyway, but that's keeping me from getting the J-hook mount off. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off, and then I'll show you what it looks like. And there you have it. The GoPro is attached. It's pretty much straight on with the helmet. A true point of view. I can hold the camera and the helmet at the same time. Give you a good look at it. You can see I did drill a hole. No real reason, just did. But anyway, with the J-hook, when I'm sitting on a bike, especially if I'm kind of tucked down, I can still maintain that level horizontal with the ground. And now you can see why the wedge is like it is. Hope all this is visible. Here we go. And I put the helmet on and you can barely see the top of the GoPro if you look down. So if you're looking straight ahead or anything, the GoPro isn't in your line of vision at all. And of course I can tilt it as far down as I want to. Anywhere in between. Now we'll go give it a test. Okay, here we go. This is the Maiden Voyage with the internal mic. About 32 degrees right now, so this isn't going to be very long. It's just a test. See how the angle is and how the mic works. 65 miles an hour. Testing 1, 2, 3, 55 miles per hour. Hope this comes out. Do a little head movement here, see how that looks.